Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so much for joining me for our Tuesday Puja and Satsang. And today we're going to be honoring, in part 39 of our series, the Bon goddess Sidpa Gyalmo. Before we begin, though, I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So, this coming Friday will be the next installment of our 64 Yogini series. We'll be doing a puja and a satsang for Aditi Yogini. And then a week from today, next Tuesday, the next installment, this will be part 40 of our Kali for Everyone series. And we'll be honoring with a puja and satsang Anahata Kali. And then a week from Friday will be the next installment of our monthly Cha practice series. And I'll be sharing with you a version of a authentic Tibetan Cha practice for personal and collective healing. This will be presented as a guided meditation. And this is the Kandro Gekyang Cha, which translates to laughter of dakinis. All three of those will be at 7 p.m. And you're welcome to join live on YouTube. And you're also, if you're in the Denver area, you're welcome to join us at our temple, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado. And I'd like to say namaste to Kim, who's joining right now. And anybody else who happens to be tuning in at this time, please feel free to use the chat function on the bottom of your screen to say hello. Welcome and namaste. So Sidpa Gyalmo, who you see in this Tanka painting, is the supreme female protector deity of Bon, spelled B-O-N. And Bon is the indigenous spiritual tradition of Tibet. The original spirituality of Tibet, it's older than Tibetan Buddhism. This is the pre-Buddhist tradition. Today it still exists, but it is merged with the traditional Vajrayana, that is Tibetan Buddhism, and is considered a branch of that tradition today. Sidpa Gyalmo is a wrathful emanation of primordial wisdom. I'll be saying a little bit more about that later. She's a guardian of Bon teachings, or Bon Dharma, and a protector for practitioners, places, and the cosmic order as well. She's not destructive in a negative sense. Her wrath is compassionate, fierce, and also corrective. The first part of her name, Sidpa, means existence or becoming, or cyclical reality, a concept known as samsara, that's the endless cycle of births, deaths, and rebirths. And then the second part of her name, Gyalmo, means queen. So her name roughly translates to queen of existence or queen of becoming. And she governs and controls the forces that shape reality itself. As we see in our Tanka painting here, she's usually depicted as dark blue or black, and this is a symbol of vast space and primordial power. She has a fierce or wrathful expression on her face. Some versions of her show her riding a mule or a horse, rather similar to a couple of goddesses we've looked at in this series in the past, Palden Lamo on the Tibetan side, or Shitala on the Hindu side. We see that she is surrounded by flames, and depending on the tanka that you see, she can be shown holding a variety of weapons or ritual objects. The ones that we see in our present painting is a sword, such as this one. A sword, we talked about the sword or khadga last week, and its association with cutting ego attachments and also slaying our inner demons. And in that respect, Sipe Gyalmo is very similar to Tromanagmo, who we encounter in other traditions of Tibetan Buddhism. The other instrument we see her holding in our painting is the Kapala, or skull cup. And this is associated with the transformation of consciousness. But we see that she wears a crown of 5 skulls, associated with the transforming of our inner poisons into inner wisdoms. She's also wearing a necklace of freshly cut heads representing new ideas. Traditionally, these are 50 in number and associated with the 50 letters of the Sanskrit alphabet. So there's a strong association with the word and also the power of mantra. Her imagery represents cutting through ego, ignorance, and obstacles, protection through uncompromising wisdom, and control over chaotic energies. We see that she is dancing upon a sun disk and a corpse, representing our ability to transcend our greatest fear, which is the fear of death. Sipe Gyalmo is invoked for protection from spiritual and worldly obstacles, for the removal of negative forces, for safeguarding teachings, monasteries, and practitioners, and restoring balance when things seem out of order. She's not a casual deity. One approaches her with respect and clarity of intention. And our principal intention for our puja and meditation this evening will be for the healing of body, mind, and spirit. To talk about some of her difference from her differences from other Buddhist deities, there are wrathful female protector deities with similar names in Tibetan Buddhism, but the Bon goddess Sidpa Gyalmo originates in the pre-Buddhist Tibetan tradition. She's very ancient. And in Bon, she holds a central primordial role, not a secondary role like so many other female deities do. In Bon, wrathful deities are not angry gods and not demons to be feared. They are fully awakened wisdom, and they're wisdom beings who appear wrathful on purpose. The wrath is a skillful method. Wrath, in this case, is associated with compassion in its fierce form. Bon teaches us that beings are stuck in deep ignorance, habits, and fears. The power of Maya, which we've talked about previously in this series. Gentle methods don't always work, and so wrathful methods are called for. So wrathful deities shock awareness awake. They cut through delusion instantly. They destroy obstacles that won't dissolve peacefully. And most importantly, they help us to face our own fears, including our most deepest fears. This wrath is directed at ignorance, not at people. So think of a surgeon cutting flesh to save a life, or a mother shouting to stop her small child from touching a hot stove. This is motivation that comes from pure compassion. So wrathful deities in the Bon tradition are emanations of primordial wisdom. And Sidpe Gyalmo is the wrathful form of the feminine goddess. Many would consider her a Buddha of primordial wisdom, and she is called Yeshe Valmo. And she is identical to Prajnaparamita, the female Buddha of wisdom that we find elsewhere in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. So Goddesses like Sipe Gyalmo are expressions of the natural state when that natural state meets resistance. They're not separate from peaceful deities. They're the same essence as more peaceful deities. Same essence, but a different expression. Peaceful when things are open, and wrathful when things are stuck. The terrifying appearances that we see in wrathful deities like Sidpa Gyalmo, the flames, the weapons, the skulls, symbolize inner processes. So some things we can say about her imagery: the flames are associated with burning ignorance and emotional poisons. Her weapons, cutting fixation and ego clinging. Skulls, bones like this, the impermanence of life, the impermanence of everything really, and also the concept of ego death. Here today, gone tomorrow. Think very carefully about what you choose to become attached to in this existence. The fierce face is fearlessness toward truth. So Bon practitioners work with these images to face their fears directly, to transform suppressed energies, and to integrate shadow aspects of the mind. So wrathful deities subdue rather than destroy. So wrathful deities subdue chaotic forces. They bind harmful energies. They convert obstacles into protectors, converting inner poisons into inner wisdom. And that's really the same, that's really the net result of Cho practice, which you'll see the Friday after next. These deities don't annihilate, they transform. They liberate the energy from its afflicted form. And that's something we talked about last week as being really the meaning of Kali's khadga, or sword. So this would include inner afflictions, spirits, emotions, karmic forces, external disturbances and distractions. Everything is brought back into balance. So to say a little bit more about Sidpe Gyalmo as an archetype, in Bon, Sidpe Gyalmo represents wrathful wisdom that governs existence itself, the force that restores cosmic order when it collapses, protection of truth when it is threatened. And she embodies the message: reality itself will not tolerate deception forever. Her wrath is cosmic law made visible. So Bon doesn't see wrathful deities as dangerous. It sees them as truth without anesthesia. So in conclusion, Sidpe Gyalmo is known as the Queen of Existence, the Queen of the World, the great mother protector, often invoked for protection and healing, especially from illnesses as well as obstacles. She's seen as subduing negative forces and clearing hindrances. Her practice is particularly famous for its use of healing mantras and fierce protection during times of sickness and adversity. So the mantra we're going to be using is her main wrathful healing mantra. It's widely used for both protection and healing. And it is Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. And you'll see that mantra written out in the description for this video. This is a fierce healing mantra. It's recited to overcome obstacles, demonic influences, that is, our inner demons, illnesses, and negative energies. And this is frequently used in bond practices for healing, especially in uh, group accumulations or during difficult times. So we could include in our intentions for the day really not just our personal healing, but healing of the collective that we need so much right now. So Jema Sidpe Gyalmo. Jema Sidpe Gyalmo. Jema Sidpe. Sidpa or Sidpe. There's different pronunciations. Gyalmo. So I'm going to talk us through our usual puja. We'll be using this mantra for our puja. And then I'm going to take you through a guided meditation for healing centered around this form of the Divine Mother. So I invite you to take a comfortable seated position where you can look upon your screen with a relaxed gaze, especially our image of Sidpa Gyalmo. And I invite you to maybe roll the shoulders back so the breath can be full and deep. And let's begin, as we so often do, with some deep breathing meditation. Slow, deep, yogic breath. Taking time for grounding and centering. And preparing for the work that we're about to do. Breathing away the cares and the concerns of this day, the thoughts of yesterday and tomorrow. Breathing in an increased sense of relaxation, sense of peacefulness, and most importantly, the desire to focus upon the present moment. And focusing your breath and your attention on your heart center. Taking a moment to connect with that divine presence within yourself. Knowing that she's with you always to teach you, to heal you, to guide you, to bring about those resolutions that you're in need of. And I invite you to think about some aspect of your life that is ready for healing or resolution. And this can also be thinking of somebody close to you and the needs that they may have at this time. And take a moment to affirm that in taking part in tonight's practice, you're taking a giant step toward receiving that healing or that resolution for yourself or for someone else close to you. And let's also acknowledge that we are doing this practice tonight, not just for ourselves, but for the healing and the balancing of all sentient beings. Jema Sidpa Gyalmo. Jema Sidpa Gyalmo. Jema Sidpa Gyalmo. So I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And let's focus our opening mantra on clearing the obstacles. And what I'm going to invite you to do is we're going to chant the single syllable mantra, pay, 3 times. Pay means crack or boom. And it's literally blasting those obstacles away from us so that our intentions can manifest in the universe. So taking a deep and clearing breath. Second deep clearing breath. A third deep clearing breath. So if you have your puja set in front of you, I invite you to make your own offerings to your own devotional image of Ma Kali as we chant our mantra. As you get comfortable with it, you're welcome to join in. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. Taking a spoonful of water from your water pot and cleansing your hands. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. With your right hand anointing your third eye and your heart center. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. And cleansing your altar. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. Taking some perfume oil, placing some on your middle or ring finger. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. And also anointing your own third eye center. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. Taking the food item from your altar, offering it with your right hand. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. Then lighting the candle on your altar and offering the flame with your right hand. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. Lighting your incense and offering the incense with your right hand. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. And offering some water to cool the atmosphere. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. And then offering flowers with your right hand. Om Abhiya Nagpo Beso Soha. one, then bringing the palms of your hands together and bowing. Om Abhiya Nagpo Soha. And then we're going to continue chanting the mantra. And if it feels right, you can join in. And if not, just sit, breathe deeply, and let the mantra itself guide your consciousness to where it needs to be at this moment. Om Abhiya Nagpo Soha. 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 Feel the power of the mantra. And let it be present with you during our meditation. This will be a simplified, step-by-step, guided version based on traditional Bon practices. So I invite you to sit comfortably with your spine straight and let your eyes close softly. And take a few deep breaths to settle your mind. And we will now generate bodhicitta, an enlightened state of mind. by silently repeating this following phrase. May this practice benefit all beings. Their suffering from illness, fear, or obstacles. May this practice benefit all beings suffering from illness, fear, or obstacles. May this practice benefit all beings suffering from illness, fear, or obstacles. And I invite you to visualize a vast, clear sky above you. And I invite you to focus on that clear nighttime sky as we take refuge in the 3 jewels of Bon. We take refuge in our teachers, including enlightened protectors like Sidpa Gyalmo. We take refuge in the Dharma, their teachings. And we take refuge in our spiritual communities. And then in the space in front of you at heart level or slightly above, I invite you to visualize the Great Mother, Sidpa Gyalmo, arising from luminous, dark blue-black light. She appears as the divine healer. Her body, dark blue in color. She is wrathful yet compassionate. She has 3 eyes blazing with wisdom fire. She is adorned with bone ornaments, flames, and wisdom light. Her right hand holds a sword to cut away negativities, and her left hand holds a skull cup filled with healing nectar. She emanates rainbow light rays of healing energy, and you feel her presence is fierce, but also that of a loving mother protecting you and all other beings. So I'm once again going to chant her healing mantra. And let that mantra guide the following visualization. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. See dark, smoky negativities like illness, pain, fear, and obstacles rising from your own body like black smoke. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. And Sidpe Gyalmo's wisdom flames and light rays pierce and burn those things away, transforming them into clear light. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. Healing nectar, known as Amrita, flows from her skull cup into your body through the crown of your head, filling every cell with luminous blue-black light. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. And feel the warmth, tingling, or relief where there was once pain and illness. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. Healing rainbow light also goes out to all beings who are suffering, especially those whom you know, and and is healing them as well. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. 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 So let yourself rest in the healing energies of Sidpa Gyalmo and her mantra. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. Om Abhiya Nagpo Be Soha. Jema Sidpa Gyalmo. Jema Sidpa Gyalmo. Jema Sidpa Gyalmo. And by this practice, may all beings be free from illness, fear, and obstacles. And may wisdom and compassion arise in all. And see before you the Divine Mother, Sidpa Gyalmo, dissolving into light. And feel that light merging into your heart. and rest in that innate wisdom for the next few moments. Integrating the practice and making it a part of you. Om Abhiya Nagpo bi Soha. Om Abhiya Nagpo be Soha. Om Abhiya Nagpo be Soha. Pay. 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 So I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath. And slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And giving gratitude to the Divine Mother and her presence within yourself. Knowing that you can draw from her energies at any time when you have need, or know of someone else who has need. And take a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in tonight's practice. Knowing you can replay this broadcast and do this meditation again and again whenever you have need. And recite the mantra whenever you have need. And slowly opening your eyes. And namaste. Blessings always. And thank you so very much for joining me this evening. And Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Thank you so very much. So I hope you enjoyed this evening's meditation. I'd especially like to thank everyone who's joining live. That includes Kim and Calvin and anyone else who's joining live at the moment. And I'd also like to give my thanks to anyone who'll be watching the recording of this broadcast in the future. As always, please take some time for some quiet contemplation before resuming the day or the evening's activities. And I look forward to you joining me on Friday when we honor Aditi Yogini, the next in our series. Until then, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di. Thank you again. Have a wonderful night. And Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma.